From 1974 to 1983, Little House on the Prairie brought Laura Ingalls Wilder's treasured stories to life, becoming one of television's most beloved family dramas. Guided by Michael Landon and Melissa Gilbert, the series stood as a lasting symbol of faith, resilience, and the power of togetherness. More than 40 years after the final episode faded to black, time has gently reshaped those once familiar faces. Many members of the cast have since passed on, yet their performances continue to touch new generations. From Michael Landon, whose passing still echoes in the hearts of his on-screen family, to Patty Maloney, who died in March 2025, their stories extended far beyond the Prairie. Catherine McGregor as Harriet Olsen. Catherine McGregor made Harriet Olsen one of the most unforgettable figures in Walnut Grove. Sharp-tongued, dramatic, and proudly opinionated, Harriet was often the spark behind the town's conflicts, yet audiences couldn't help but love her. Born January 12, 1925, in California, McGregor was 49 when she joined the show in 1974, bringing strong stage experience that gave Harriet her larger-than-life presence. Off-screen, her life was far quieter. She never had children and later devoted herself to spiritual studies, gradually stepping away from Hollywood after the series ended. McGregor passed away peacefully in 2018 at 93, leaving a lasting television legacy. Michael Landon as Charles Ingalls. Michael Landon wasn't just the star of Little House on the Prairie, he was its heart. As Charles Ingalls, he embodied strength, kindness, and unwavering devotion to family, becoming one of television's most beloved fathers. Born on October 31, 1936, in New York, Landon was already famous from Bonanza when he launched the series in 1974 at age 37, serving not only as lead actor, but also producer and director. Behind the wholesome image, his personal life was more complicated. He went through 3 marriages, and his divorce from his second wife caused public controversy. In 1991, tragedy struck when he was diagnosed with pancreatic cancer. Just months later, he passed away at 54. At the time of his death, his net worth was estimated at around $40 million, a reflection of his enormous television success. Yet more than wealth, Landon left behind a legacy of warmth that still defines Charles Ingalls today. Ernest Borgnine as Jonathan Garvey. When Ernest Borgnine joined Little House on the Prairie, he brought undeniable gravitas to the role of Jonathan Garvey, the strong yet compassionate neighbor of the Ingalls family. Born on January 24, 1917, in Hamden, Connecticut, Borgnine was already an Academy Award winner when he appeared on the series in the late 1970s. His portrayal of Garvey combined toughness with deep emotional warmth, making the character a beloved figure in Walnut Grove. Long before television fame, Borgnine won the Oscar for Marty, 1955, and built a powerful film career. Despite a brief, highly publicized marriage to singer Ethel Merman, he remained dedicated to his craft for over 6 decades. He passed away on July 8, 2012, at age 95 from kidney failure. His net worth was estimated at around $15 million. Victor French as Isaiah Edwards. Victor French brought grit and heart to Isaiah Edwards, the rugged frontiersman whose loyalty to the Ingalls family made him unforgettable. With his booming laugh and rough edges, Edwards balanced toughness with surprising tenderness. Born December 4, 1934, in California, French joined the series in 1974 at 39, quickly becoming a fan favorite. Off-screen, life tested him in quieter ways. A heavy smoker for years, he struggled with health issues later in life. Despite setbacks, he remained close to Michael Landon and continued acting steadily. Sadly, in 1989, French died at just 54 from lung cancer. His net worth was estimated at around $2 million, earned through television work and later collaborations on Highway to Heaven. Though gone too soon, his portrayal of Isaiah Edwards remains one of the show's most heartfelt legacies. Richard Bull as Nels Oleson. Richard Bull gave quiet strength to Nels Oleson, the patient and soft-spoken husband who often balanced Harriet's fiery personality. Born June 26, 1924, in Zion, Illinois, he was 49 when he joined the series in 1974. Though never the loudest presence in Walnut Grove, Nels became a steady father figure viewers deeply appreciated. Bull later revealed the role was initially meant to be brief, but after a conversation with Michael Landon, he was offered a 7-year contract, a turning point that surprised him. Despite success, he sometimes felt typecast and preferred theater over television fame. He passed away on February 3, 2014, at 89 from pneumonia complications. At the time of his death, his net worth was estimated at $1.5 million. Kevin Hagen as Dr. Hiram Baker. To many viewers of Little House on the Prairie, Dr. Hiram Baker was the steady hand in times of crisis. Kevin Hagen brought quiet authority and compassion to Walnut Grove's devoted doctor when he joined the series in 1974. Born on April 3, 1928, in Chicago, Illinois, Hagen was 46 years old at the time, already an experienced stage and television actor. His calm presence and signature black medical bag became symbols of hope on the frontier. Though respected, Hagen often remained a supporting figure and sometimes spoke about the challenges of being typecast. In 2004, he was diagnosed with esophageal cancer. He passed away on July 9, 2005, in Grants Pass, Oregon, at age 77. His net worth was estimated at around $1 million. Dabbs Greer as Reverend Robert Alden. For many fans of Little House on the Prairie, Reverend Alden was more than just a pastor. He was the spiritual heart of Walnut Grove. Dabbs Greer brought quiet dignity and compassion to the role beginning in 1974. Born on April 2, 1917, in Fairview, Missouri, he was 57 years old when he joined the series, already a seasoned actor with hundreds of television and film credits to his name. Despite his long career, Greer was often cast in supporting roles, rarely the central figure. He once hinted that he was usually called in only for weddings or funerals, yet his presence added emotional depth to the show's most meaningful moments. Dabbs Greer passed away on April 28, 2007, in Pasadena, California, at the age of 90 due to heart and kidney complications. At the time of his death, his net worth was estimated at around $800,000, earned through nearly 7 decades in the industry. Melissa Gilbert as Laura Ingalls. For millions of viewers, Laura Ingalls was the heart of Little House on the Prairie, and Melissa Gilbert was the girl who made her unforgettable. Born on May 8, 1964, in Los Angeles, California, Gilbert was just 10 years old when she took on the role in 1974. With her bright eyes and fiery spirit, she grew up on screen, becoming one of the most recognizable child stars of the 1970s. But fame came with pressure. As the series ended, Gilbert struggled with identity, failed marriages, and battles with alcohol and prescription medication. She later revealed how difficult it was to separate herself from the image of perfect Laura that audiences expected her to remain forever. Now in her 60s, Melissa lives a quieter life away from Hollywood, focusing on writing and personal projects. Her net worth is estimated at around $500,000. Hersha Parody as Alice Garvey. Born Betty Sandhoff on May 25, 1945, in Berea, Ohio, Hersha Parody became beloved as Alice Garvey in Little House on the Prairie in 1977 at age 32. She portrayed a gentle wife and devoted mother, bringing warmth and sincerity to Walnut Grove. In 1980, her character's tragic death in a fire shocked viewers and became one of the series' most haunting moments. The emotional episode left a lasting mark on fans and defined her legacy on the show. Parody passed away on August 23, 2023, in Norfolk, Virginia, at 78 after battling a brain tumor. Carl Swenson as Lars Hansen. Carl Swenson was born on July 23, 1908, in Brooklyn, New York. Before joining Little House on the Prairie, he built a long career in radio dramas and character roles on television. In 1974, at 66, he was cast as Lars Hansen, the Swedish immigrant who founded Walnut Grove and served as its first mayor. Swenson gave the role quiet strength and humanity, portraying Lars as a man of principle, faith, and deep compassion for his neighbors. On October 8, 1978, he passed away suddenly from a heart attack at age 70. At the time of his death, his net worth was estimated at around $800,000, reflecting a steady and respected career spanning more than 4 decades in entertainment. Steve Tracy as Percival Dalton. When Steve Tracy joined Little House on the Prairie in 1980, he quickly charmed audiences as Percival Dalton, the intelligent and kind-hearted husband of Nels Oleson. His gentle humor and refined manners brought unexpected depth to a character who balanced Nellie's fiery personality. Born Stephen Crumrine on October 3, 1952 in Ohio, Tracy was just 27 when he stepped into the role that would define his television legacy. Behind the scenes, he was known for his warmth and close friendship with co-star Allison Arngrim. At a time when Hollywood was far less accepting, Tracy kept his private life discreet. Tragically, he passed away on November 27, 1986, at only 34 years old due to complications from AIDS. His net worth was estimated at around $200,000. Shannon Doherty as Jenny Wilder. When Shannon Doherty appeared in Little House on the Prairie in 1982, she was only 11 years old. Yet her role as Jenny Wilder left a strong impression. Playing the orphaned niece of Almanzo Wilder, she brought emotional depth and natural confidence to the final season of the beloved series. Born on April 12, 1971, in Memphis, Tennessee, Doherty quickly proved she had the presence of a future star. She later rose to fame with major television hits, but her career was often marked by public controversies and intense media scrutiny. In 2015, she was diagnosed with breast cancer and bravely documented her battle, inspiring millions with her honesty and resilience. Shannon Doherty passed away on July 13, 2024, at the age of 53 after her cancer returned and spread. At the time of her death, her net worth was estimated at around $5 million. Time has a way of softening memories, but it never truly erases them. The faces of Walnut Grove may have aged, and many have taken their final bow, yet the emotions they gave us remain untouched. Through triumph, scandal, illness, and heartbreaking goodbyes, each actor carried a story far more complex than the roles they played. Which story moved you the most? Share your thoughts below. And if these memories still mean something to you, don't forget to like, subscribe, and turn on notifications for more timeless TV journeys.